What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a video, and it is exciting because it is a declutter collection organization video. So basically I recently did a video where I was talking about a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I would not repurchase if I was able to redo my purchase, and a lot of people were saying go ahead and put it on Poshmark, and that just kind of had me think this is the perfect time. Let me go through my collection. There were a couple of cream products that I really wanted to make sure to see if the product actually was still valid and still working, and if I still wanted the products in my collection. So I did, and you guys are going to be seeing the video in just a second. Just to let you guys know, I have already put quite a few of the products on Depop, and quite a few have already sold, but what is still available on Depop and what I didn't put on Depop I will put on my Poshmark. So hopefully I might not get it up by the time this video comes up because I am recording this today and it's going up tomorrow, but that being said, I will have them up very soon. So go ahead and check my links down below for my Poshmark and my Depop, in case you are interested. I have, like I said, already sold a couple of items, but I still have quite a few left in my opinion. About this eyeshadow look, I hope it's being given justice in this lighting. This is a new setup. Again, I love to change my room around, so my setup keeps changing. That being said, I did not record this look, which I'm kind of sad about because I really like it and I feel like you guys are really gonna want to see it done. So let me know if you do want me to do this for you guys. It was actually really quick. I used a liquid eyeshadow, two liquid eyeshadows and one powder eyeshadow to create this look. Two powder eyeshadows. I used a couple of products. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get right into the video. Hey guys, so we're gonna move that. Today I'm gonna go ahead and start another declutter. We are in the springtime and I just want to declutter some things, so we're just gonna get into it. And some of the stuff I'm gonna show, other stuff I'm just gonna show at the very end. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. So the first drawer, which is always the hardest for me to show you guys, is going to be my face palettes. All of my face palettes. I have some primers in a thing, and I also have one sample mascara, one brow pomade, and one brow kit. The brow pomade, I'm just going to check to make sure it's still good. I do have, I believe, the Inglot. Yeah, it's still malleable. Okay, so the brow pomade is still good. I have a couple of primers. So I have the One Heck of a Blot. I'm sorry, it's too far away. I have two eye primers. I have a Nomad eye primer and my Urban Decay eye primer. And then I also have some other primers. I'm good with the primers. I'm going to keep those. My face palettes, I pretty much like everything in all of my face palettes, so those are going to stay. I'm going to go up here actually while I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to check all of my liners. I have quite a bit of liners from ColourPop, and I just want to make sure they're still good. A lot of ColourPop stuff does not stay very well, and so I just want to check to make sure that they're still good. My Inglot should be perfect. Yep. That is not a good thing. Okay, so no real damage done, which is good. Like I said, I'm just checking to make sure all of these cream pots are still good, because ColourPop stuff tends to dry out very quickly. Like, I'm pretty sure this yellow is dried out. It's not completely, but it's getting there. If I have the Inglot, I might try and, you know what, it's fine. I haven't used that in a while. Like, look at my Inglot, although I'm pretty sure it's still good. Yeah, it's still good, so we're gonna keep it. This is a MAC pink pot. It's still good, which should honestly go with my eye primer. So I'm actually gonna do that right now. This is Super Beauty. This is another. This is kind of dry too. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of 2 of my pot liners. I'm gonna get rid of this yellow, which is in Punch, and the purple, which is in Crybaby. I do enjoy both of these, but if they're dry, they're dry. And ColourPop is so cheap that I will just buy another one if I need to. Next, I want to try to see if like my liners, they're separating from JD Glow. So I just want to check to make sure these are still doing good. I never did. What is that smell? Oh no. Oh god. Okay, all of these liners from JD Glow are leaving my collection now. I only have 2 left, so these 2 are both being decluttered. I'm gonna check my Urban Decay liners. So it's a little chunkier than I remember, but it's still applied halfway decent. So I'm not gonna get too in a wad over it. If I remember correctly, this beige one was almost done. Oh no, there's still some product in there. Good. That's good. Okay, so all my other liners are good. So we only decluttered 2 liners from JD Glow, which is good. All of my pencils, it's gonna take a little too long to go through these, so I will go through these later. I have quite a few brushes over here on my desk that I quite literally never use. At this point, I've realized that I don't need them, so I'm just gonna declutter all of these brushes over here. Unless there's some significance. I might have significance for 1 or 2 of them, but I'm going to drastically reduce this, and later I will show you the before and after so you guys can see. All of my palettes up here are my favorites, so I'm not touching them. As for my lip products, I pretty much have put all of the lip products that I have, other than the ones that are up in my display in here. I'm pretty happy with the amount of lip products that I have left from that first declutter that I did earlier this year. So this is going to stay exactly how it is. My eyeshadow palettes. Oh, good Lord. Okay. So this is going to be a chore. I'll come back to that. Alrighty guys, so up here I have all of the powders that I wanted to keep, both loose, pressed. I have my 1 spray, not including the one I'm currently using, my foundations, and my concealers. So I'm still pretty content with all of this. There's not one product that I very much want to get rid of. I have 1 dewy mist and I have 1 mattifying mist. Those are the only 2 finishing sprays that I have left, which I'm very happy that I have reduced significantly that category. I am still working on my 1 foundation, my Revolution Pro foundation. So once I get rid of this one, I will be working on some other foundations very, very soon. I just recently finished a concealer, so I took my Kevin Aquan, and this is going to be the concealer I'm working with. So for me right now, I'm pretty content with this whole area. I do have over here, come on, my single shadows. And honestly, I have not touched any of these, but that doesn't mean I don't want to. It just means that I need to figure out something to do with these. So I'm going to figure, I need to think on this. My cream shadows, I do need to go through these. Okay, I just figured it was easier just to put the drawer in my lap. These are all my cream shadows and bases. I just want to check to make sure they're all still good. to some varying degree. I never use this Fenty one. I thought it was really cool, that's why I bought them, but I don't think I've ever used them for a base, let alone a cream shadow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and declutter all 3 of these, just making sure they're still good. They are, so those will go to hopefully a better home than mine. And now I'm just gonna check my liquid shadows. This is patchy and not what I remember, so this is actually going in the trash. Models on, let's see how you're doing. You're definitely going in the trash. Trash. This is chunky. It's fine. This can go in the trash too. Here's a J-Cat one. Good Lord, trash. It's fine, trash. My 2 Pixies. I really did enjoy this formula, hopefully. Okay, this still looks halfway decent. We will keep this one. This was my favorite of the 2. It's not as good, but we will try and finesse that. Can you see I'm avoiding my expensive Stila ones? This one looks beyond. Oh, that still looks nice and smooth. Oh, we're keeping this one. It's really nice. What about Maybelline? Maybelline is chunky, but she's still good. So we're gonna keep her. This is the one that I talked about in my must-have, must-gag that I really enjoy using. And at one point, this was my go-to eyeshadow. Both of those are still good. Okay, let's see how Steel is doing. I'm gonna put these back. These are going to a new home. I'm just gonna put them in my declutter bin, which I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with all that stuff. I have a lot of stuff still in there. This has gotta just go. I mean, I can't even get much product on my hand. So Steel is leaving the building. Let's see about the second one. The dye is in the cap. Okay, it looks like I could still try and salvage a little bit more use out of that one. And this one I think was a highlighter, but I intended to use it as a liquid eyeshadow. We'll try and salvage that one too. Okay, so I've significantly reduced my I've significantly reduced my liquid eyeshadows, and what I'm actually going to do is just go ahead and throw these singles in here as well. That will help to reduce the amount of storage, but also I can just come to this one drawer for all of my single stuff. Well, some of my single stuff. Okay, I do have 2 more drawers of single shadows. None of these are really creams, so they should all be good. My Christina ones, these are all like samples. I think as much as I love Christina Lee, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all these like sample products. I don't have any time. This is actual something I paid for. So I'm getting rid of these 3 samples. These are just gonna go in the trash. I don't think anybody's gonna actually want them. Not saying they're not pretty, but I haven't touched them. I think I paid for that one as well. These I know I paid for. They're really, really pretty. Very pretty. This one is outstanding. These 4 are beautiful. I'm just going to check to make sure my Marc Jacobs things are still good. Yeah, they're still good. Okay, good. So those are pretty too. So these are all good. What I might try and do is see if I can squeeze some more products into the original drawer that I had so I can downsize even more. Okay, so now I've downsized all 4 of those drawers into these 2 drawers. I'm very happy about that. I can see all of my products, and I'm hoping that now when I want something, I'll know that I can reach into these 2 drawers and it'll be a little bit easier. Okay. So, here are some more liners stuff. These are glitter. This is the other JD Glow product. This is the other JD Glow liquid liner that I had. So I'm just going to throw this away. I don't even want to smell it because that other one smelled like trash. I'm keeping my Inglot. That's a definite. I'm keeping this MAC glitter. I really do like this. This one is going to go in the trash. This is a glitter I got for free. I'm not really checking for it. I really do enjoy, see if these liners still work, and then I can kind of decide what I want to do. Still enjoy that. Sorry, I'm swatching these NYX glitter liners. These are some of my favorite glitter liners, actually. I prefer these to the Urban Decay heavy glitter liners, or whatever, heavy metal liners. And so for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter this. I'm going to make sure it still works. Yeah, it still works. So I'm just going to declutter this, and this can go to another home in the declutter bin. Now I have just straight up glitters. And to be honest, I don't use straight up glitters. I don't know why I bought these. I think some of these might have come in gift boxes and stuff. I'm just gonna declutter. These are 4, why is it not focusing? There we go. These are 4 glitters from Sydney Grace. They're all very pretty. I think I've used 1 or 2, maybe once or twice. I'm just gonna declutter all of them, and they can go to a better home. Okay, these are from another indie brand. I had already gotten rid of a majority of these. I think the only one I'm going to keep is this one, and then the rest are just going to go to a better home. Like I said, I don't use glitters. Like, it's just not something for me to think to do. Actually, I think I'm going to keep these 2 too. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to keep these 3 out of all of these. These are going to go to a better home. Okay, so that leaves me with a drawer of this amount, which is stupid to have this in a drawer. So I'm going to take one of the smaller drawers that I had earlier and put all of this in there. So all of the stuff that I had originally can now fit into this really small drawer, and now I have this huge big one empty. Okay, so I just finished doing a video where I was talking about miniature palettes and how I don't really like them. I don't get use out of them. The only palettes in this section that I'm going to keep are ones that I truly have a connection with, and or the shades are very special. So this first one is the Linda Hallberg palette. I really do enjoy this palette. It has 4 very, very pretty shades in there. And granted, I probably have them in singles, but I really do enjoy this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. The Viseart palette, although it looks small, has enough shades in it that I feel I can get a complete look. So I'm going to keep this one too. Come on. Anytime now. This NARS one, although it's only 6 shades, I actually really do enjoy this palette. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm gonna keep my Ignis Cosmetic palettes because these actually become singles and I enjoy this formula a lot, even though it's a little busted. I have one more Ignis Cosmetics. I'm going to keep that. These two e.l.f. palettes, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of. I don't use them. They're very good quality in my opinion, but I just don't use them. Somebody else can use them. And yeah, so this one is the Jewels and this one is like the smoky shade. And this was the reason, this palette was the reason why I never got a truly cool tone palette, but I don't use the shades. So these are both going in my declutter bin. Oh, I should keep all the stuff out so I can show you guys. I changed my Dose of Color palettes and I'm gonna keep both of them. I like it, kind of. I just need some more time with these. I am finally going to get rid of my last Smashbox palette. I do enjoy this special shade and this. I do enjoy the two special shades, but I just don't need this palette, so it is going to go. Kristen Lee. I enjoy every last shadow in this palette along with my other Kristen Lee palettes, so I'm going to keep both of these quads. They're really special in my opinion. And this one from Hank and Henry, I don't know, I really do enjoy it, but this pigment on the bottom is a pain in my butt. I'm decluttering it. I don't want it. It's annoying. It's gone. It's a really good formula though, so if you can handle that, I would say go for it. You can see all the green everywhere. It's a pain. So these are all of the small palettes right now. These are all the small palettes right now that I'm willing to keep in my collection. We will see. This category is probably going to dwindle a lot, but yeah, we will see. Okay, so these are some of my bronzers. The other three are definitely staying, so I'm not gonna even bother to pull them out. This is the core of them, and I think I'm gonna get rid of one or two just because the tone is not what I look for right now, and pretty much consistently I have really enjoyed warmer toned bronzers or neutral toned bronzers. I'm not a cool tone bronzer girl anymore. I used to be, but it's just not where your girl likes to be at anymore. So that being said, anything that is just too cool is going to have to go. I think the small one is the one. I don't know. I need to figure out between the two which one is cool. Oh, it's this one, Cacao. So that one's going. I'm gonna give this one a try again, but as much as I've tried, I do not like that bronzer. Okay, so I'm gonna declutter these three bronzers. This one is the Sacha Powder Blush in Matte Brown. This one is the Koi Vika Waves bronzer, and this one is the Multi Powder in Cacao. This is supposed to be a foundation powder. It is just too cool toned for me. I don't enjoy it. It's this one swatched right here, and unfortunately my camera just doesn't want to play nice. This one, but I'm keeping this one, which is a lot warmer on my skin tone. So these three are gonna go. The other three that I have are going to stay. I also am keeping two cream products. I do enjoy both of my cream bronzers from the two respective brands that I have them from, so I will be keeping those. And yeah, okay, so blush, let's see, cream blush, blush. So these are my powder blushes, as always, in the same organizer. I think Flower has got to go finally. I think I'm finally going to let Gin Nude go. I think I'm going to let Laura Mercier go too. I have some blushes everywhere in my area right now, so my organizer is a little incomplete. This is a blush. NARS is staying, you're staying. Shade. Okay, I'm just adding some cream products back here. This is a cream blush from Flower Beauty. I really enjoy that. This is a cream blush from Lime Crime. Actually, I'll put it there. And then this is a duo from Colored Rain. And I'm gonna try and squeeze that back here as well. Okay, so there we go. You guys can see everything. So all of my blushes are now in here. I am going to be decluttering these 6 blushes. 2 are MAC limited edition. Then I have one from Too Faced, one from Bare Mineral, one from Flower Beauty, and one from Laura Mercier. Just looking at them, I don't feel any attachment at all to them, and I just want to get stuff like that out of my collection, and I only want to have stuff that I truly want to use today, right now, and I don't want to have stuff that I'm keeping just because it's expensive, and oh, at once upon a time I wanted to use it. Well, if I'm not using it now, I don't want it. Or not wanting to use it right now, because right now I've been really focusing in on certain blushes, but still. So of course, my luck, I didn't realize that my camera stopped recording in the middle of me decluttering my blushes, but I will show you guys the total amount of blushes and all of the products that I declutter in this round. That being said, I had already started kind of going through this organizer, and right now it looks like I'm gonna finally let go my Andy Candy makeup. I haven't been checking for a red highlighter, and it's fine. I will let this go. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and let go this Laura Geller Peach Glow highlighter. It's really pretty, but I also have a Dior peach highlighter, and I'm just gonna be happy with that. I'm pretty sure I have a peach highlighter somewhere in my million highlighter palettes as well. Like I said, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. Very pretty, but I just don't need it. And this one, I don't even know why. I don't need this. It's a silver highlighter. You can see I've quite literally never touched this. Maybe I swatched it right there. So this is going to. So those 3 as of right now are the 3 products that I'm decluttering for right now. Hocus Pocus, Do I Need You? This gives off like a orangey tinge, but if I remember correctly, okay, I will keep that. I think I did a good job last time really narrowing down the actual highlighters that I have in my collection. So I don't have much now to really declutter. Oh, the one that I was like going unfortunately back and forth with is this Christina Lee highlighter. This is a highlighter that she created for autism awareness, and I told myself I was never going to touch it, which is stupid. I mean, it's a highlighter, for goodness sake. I think I'm going to offer this to one of my sorority sisters who deals with a lot of people within this demographic, and if she wants it, she can have it. She'll probably use it as like an eyeshadow or something, just because I know her. And I think that's it. I really do enjoy everything else in this drawer. What I would love to do is see if I can actually downsize this. Can I? Let's see. I know I like order. Let me see if I can pull this out. Okay, what I decided to do is actually downsize. So I took my biggest drawer that I have, downsized it into this highlighter, the smaller drawer that I have above my blushes, and I'm gonna move the three I'm going to move these three products into different areas. So this one is going to go into an overflow that I'm going to use for overflow cheek products. It's a smaller drawer that I have bigger sized bronzers in right now. And these two highlighter palettes are actually going to go into my face palette section in my cloth cabinets. And this is going to go right into the organizer. Okay, so the only things that I still have left that I haven't even touched or considered are these lipsticks. I'm just gonna keep them as they may, and later when I am moving out, I will be a little bit more harsh on this, but I think I've been harsh enough on my lip products this year. I now want to give you a pan view of this whole situation. I cleared out this whole top organizer. I cleared out this one. I cleared out this whole one. So I've really been able to narrow down the amount of products that I have in this area. I'm very, very happy about it. I actually might just take this whole section out because it's actually bent. The actual organizer is bent, so I might just take that whole baby out and just work with up here. Or I might combine these two drawers down here. No, it's not. No, too much. So that is what it's looking like right now. I'm very, very happy about this. Now what I'm going to do is go to the part that I've been avoiding, which is my eyeshadow palettes. Haha, just kidding. I forgot I have this drawer. This was my to be try drawer. So this has all the products that I recently hauled before my no buy that I just have not gotten to really. I have two mascaras in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and break down this box. This is the mascara set that I have, for the mascara that I'm currently using. Okay, I also have two more lip products that I didn't even know were in here to try. I have another Lime Crime, what do they call them? Velveteen, and then I have a plushie. The plushies are like stained lip products, so I am actually interested in trying this. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, so I'm actually gonna put those away. It looks like I have some more lip products, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and break this whole drawer down. I could use it for some things, and I don't want to keep stuff in here. These are also lip products, but I've actually tried those, so I don't know why they're still in here. This is another eyeshadow palette. Like, ugh, there's so much. So I'm just gonna break this whole drawer down into my stuff, and if there's something in here that I know now I don't want, I will just go ahead and declutter it immediately. Okay, this is something. I thought this was not the best, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clutter it now. I don't even want it in my collection. This is, what is this? This is a loose highlighter. This is actually really pretty. What are these? These look like glitter. Yep, these are glitter and a loose pigment. The two glitters are going. I will keep the loose pigment for a little while and see if I enjoy it. Okay, so it appears that I had a lot of pigments and stuff down there that I honestly had no idea. I didn't remember. So I unfortunately had to. So because I had so many other products in that drawer that I quite literally forgot about, I had to go ahead and start some stuff down here. But what my goal is gonna be is to kind of weed out the stuff that's in here and either declutter some stuff in these top 3 drawers or something. I don't want anything in this drawer at all. Now granted, there are a couple of things that I'm actually really interested in. There are some flakes. I forgot that I had purchased flakes before I went on my no buy, and I am actually really interested in seeing them. So it would be a lot of fun to try some of these flakes out. This brand gave quite a bit of flakes for my money, so I'm very happy about that. I also have some loose pigments and stuff, so I will be trying to do just some more fun looks that I have not done in the past, just with stuff like that. I also have eyelashes for some reason. I don't actually remember why. Oh, I do. I remember why I got these. Well, we'll see if I ever get around to that video. But now that whole drawer is empty, which is good, I can use that for whatever I possibly would want. Maybe I could start hoarding my empties and I can show you guys those. I think people really like those videos for some reason. So maybe I'll start that. But let's go ahead and look at my eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I'm pretty content. I feel like the majority of them I wanted to go were from here. But we will see. And I also just found some that I had because of a video stashed in another area. So okay, these were some products that I had stashed because I just finished a video talking about these, and I already know I'm gonna get rid of this Smashbox one. It's a really nice formula, but I just don't use it, so it's gone. This Patrick Star Quad is going as well. Nice formula, don't use it. Natasha Denona Mini Lila, I don't use this. It's nice, but I don't use it. So it's gonna go, and if I really want a Natasha Denona palette, I'm just gonna have to go in for the Big Daddy one, which I already have one, so I might as well go in for another. I like how I redid that. I'm definitely getting rid of this one, which is Revelation Pro, their Trans Mischief palette. I don't need that. Certify, it's time. I don't really use this palette, so that's going. Juvia, are you finally, is it time for you to finally depart from me? I think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this Juvia's Place palette. This is their Freak palette, and there's no more room in my declutter bin. That's not a good thing. This Soph X palette, I think I'm gonna declutter this as well. I don't feel anything inspiring at all when I look at it, so this is gonna go. I think I'm gonna keep this ColourPop one for now. Same with the Nabla. I changed this one to fix this one. And it's my Ray Ray. Do I need to keep this? No, sis, you don't. Do I want to keep this? Yes, I do. So it's time to go. It's time for this to go too. Okay, so this is going to be decluttering. Out of that huge stack, I'm only going to be keeping these 3, and that's because there's a purpose, I feel, for them to stay into my life. So let's for real, finally, I swear I'm not going to avoid this anymore. We're going to my eyeshadow palette drawer. Okay, so this is my eyeshadow palette drawer. I have all of my eyeshadow palettes in this particular drawer. None of them other than on the top. They're nowhere else. The very bottom drawer, I'm actually going to put this on my lap because this is going to fall. Okay, so like I was saying, this is my 3rd drawer out of all 3 drawers in my, or 4 drawers in my cloth organizer. All of my eyeshadow palettes are kind of stuffed in here if they're not on my top organizer. And first, we're just going to go ahead and start. This is the Delancey palette. I was sent this in exchange for a review. I did do a review, but this is not something that I reach for, so we're just going to go ahead and declutter it. I'm definitely keeping my Natasha Denona. I'm keeping both of my Too Faced. I still get joy out of both of them. This was a gift, and this I just really enjoy. I'm definitely keeping my Palladio palette. I don't know if I even want to keep my Archeo palette, which is crazy. I just didn't find that this was the same formula, and I didn't really like the mattes. Like, the mattes was the big killer. I'm gonna think on this one. I really enjoy my LA Splash, so I'm gonna keep her. I never use my electric palette. I'm decluttering her. Oh, auntie, poor cat. I think I'm gonna finally declutter this. I just don't use it. It has nothing to do with Kat Von D. I just don't use the palette. I'm definitely keeping this. This is another sentimental thing. I really enjoy this palette. So this is the Candylicious palette. I'm gonna keep this. The Blue Moon palette, I get so much diversity in this palette from this brand, so I'm definitely keeping this. It's from ColourPop. I absolutely love my Foiled Rose palette. I'm definitely keeping that. This is my Dark Mattes palette. I'm definitely keeping this. My Xena 2 palette from the Blush Tribe. I'm definitely keeping that. I just got this, even though I knew I don't like mini palettes, but I really wanted to try this brand's formula, and I do enjoy this palette, so I am gonna go ahead and keep it. Really wish they didn't have those stupid sleeves though. My pads aren't going anywhere, neither is this Lime Crime. The Sephora Pro, do I want to keep this? I bought this mainly for this shade right here, this shade. I think I'm going to work with this and see if I still enjoy it. But if I remember correctly, the mattes were really thin, which is what I did not like. I really liked this Blood Moon shade though. If I can find a shade to match that Blood Moon, this will have to go. You know what? No, it's just going. I'm not about to keep a whole palette for one shade. ABH Prism, I enjoy that. I enjoy that, enjoy that, enjoy it. Tammy, I'm sorry, sis. I'm gotta go. Okay, now that I've already parted with one Juvia's, let's see if I want to part with any others. This might be on the chopping block. Tribe, I enjoy immensely. The Nubian is gone. Magic, I really enjoy. Magic can stay. Masquerade can stay. Festival can stay. Oh, let me see. Swatch that. Yeah, definitely solidified my reason to throw that one out. Colored Rain, You're Staying, both palettes. I actually really do enjoy this palette, so this palette's staying as well. Ooh, my Beauty Wide Seasons palette. I'm keeping her. I have really good memories with this, and I still want to get some use out of her. I wanted to keep this because I gave my friend a palette that was similar, the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I think this is time for it to go. And Blush Tribe, you're staying. Do I want to get rid of Dulce? You know what? If I have to think about it, it's time for it to go. I'm trying to really minimize the stuff that's in my life. Oops. And you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is, if I have any room in an eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna pop out, or are any of these really unique? Let's see. No, these can go. This palette can go. This is the Archeo palette by Caladios Cosmetics. I'm gonna keep the Palladio one. I do enjoy the Palladio one. I'm gonna keep both of my Too Faced palettes, and I'm gonna keep my Natasha Denona. I'm also just gonna go ahead and add the 3 palettes I talked about earlier, and then my Lick and Lash palette. I really enjoy this brand. If I could do it over, I wouldn't have bought this, I will say that, but I still enjoy the palette, and I think I can get some use out of it. So I am gonna keep that. So now this looks a little bit more organized. I'm happy with this. And here we go. So these are all of my some of my singles. I put them all in palettes. I organized them based on things other than like You're All, my Sydney Grace. I organized them by color palette and just stuff like that. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, like this palette, is all based on the shape, because it would irritate my life soul if they were in circle and pans. But this is basically just color theory type situation, and I don't want to get rid of any of these. I've already gone through all of my singles earlier this year, so I'm pretty content with this organization. I am gonna try and actually add these bigger palettes that I have on the side into, oh, I see why I didn't have them in there. They're too tall. Well, that sucks. Okay, well then they're gonna stay there. But other than that, alrighty guys, so these are all the products that I am going to be decluttering for the spring out of my makeup collection. This small corner over here is actually going to be stuff that's actually going straight in the trash as soon as we're done. There are a couple of things that I have in mind for certain people in my life, and I will reach out to them pretty soon to let them know. But I'm decluttering quite a few. I'm just going to round off the numbers really quickly so that you guys can know kind of what I'm actually decluttering. Well, that's annoying. I'm decluttering 19 eyeshadow palettes. I'm decluttering 15 cheek products. 5 liner type products. I am throwing these 2 away. Oh, 15, sorry, that's 16 cheek products. And 12 miscellaneous other products. Typically they're eye products. So I think I did quite a good job at decluttering today. Like I said, I wasn't focusing on lips because I had already done a lot of lip products. Oh, I forgot to add my brushes. Let me throw the brushes on here really quickly. Okay, so I went ahead and added the brushes in that back corner over there. Those are all just going to go for various reasons. Whether there's too much stuff caked on them, I don't like the brush design, any of that stuff. But if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, just check out my Poshmark. I will try and link it down below. I don't tend to resell my stuff. I tend to just try and get friends to get it, but if somebody truly wants it, I mean, I'll give it to you. It's no big deal. So that is it for today. This is my spring declutter. I think I did pretty good. The only thing else that I didn't show you guys that might be getting decluttered will be my eyeliners, but right now I don't want to show you guys. That's boring. So we'll see if any eyeliners get decluttered, but other than that, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and